Hello, this is Dyliard speaking from the Open Wardrobe Gang, and welcome to a kind of an unusual episode, a shorter one, definitely. As you know already from the title, in this one you'll be seeing footage of me killing the last remaining boss from Salt and Sanctuary, the Unspeakable Deep. The footage was recorded earlier on, and I will be providing a commentary over it that I thought this will be probably the best way for you guys to experience the fight. And during the commentary, I will obviously give you some context and provide info of how things went before I had killed the boss. The idea for taking this guy down finally came because I wanted to do a tier list of all of the bosses in the game, and creating it without taking all of the bosses down just did not sit well with me. That would feel definitely wrong. So I initially started off with trying to kill the boss with a paladin because I wanted to use the regeneration ring and the huge damage of the mace, the weapon with which paladin starts, but I quickly found out that does not work. This does not work because you don't want to be getting hit at all. So I tried to take all of the gear off of the paladin, and I tried to learn the dodge timings for all of the attacks of the Unspeakable Deep while still using the mace. The boss basically has 3 attacks. It has one overhead slam, which is the easiest to dodge, and he has a lunge attack of sorts, for which he needs a tiny bit of preparation. This one attack has weird hitboxes all over, and there's an overhead slam that he performs with both hands that almost always catches you if you are not prepared, and it's not much more problematic because all of the attacks that he performs also send off damaging shockwaves. After moving away from the paladin, I tested the ordinary knight that we started our playthrough with, but I ultimately decided to use a thief. Because the thief starts with an entire set of gear, but while using that gear you can still fast roll, so most of the time I was able to tank a shot and still make it, right? I was able to make a mistake but continue fighting him. The thief class also starts off with a set of bombs and throwable daggers that do a lot of damage, but I realized it is better for me to stick to the ordinary quick melee attacks, as I was not experienced whatsoever with the consumables, and it was throwing me off, and I was dying more because I was trying to use the bombs, I was trying to abuse these consumables. And after a lot of tries, I realized that the best strategy to dodge the incoming attacks is to just run up to the boss when he starts off an attack and just roll through it instantly. And that way you would get to the back of him and you would have like an opening that way. An opening during which I could perform 2 to 3 basic attacks. That was my opening. So in general, I wasn't, this is not the most fun boss in the game. It suffers from, a small arena, and you often find yourself cornered and you could get hit because of it. This is the Kraken worm type of a situation once again, and as the fight takes place on a ship during a storm, the camera like shakes and swells to imitate what is happening on the boat, so it's that much more difficult to find and hit the correct timings to dodge certain attacks. It is also raining, and the fight takes place during the night, so, you know, reading the movements is definitely not easy, to the point of annoyance. And during this fight we don't have torches or the Ring of Brilliance or any source of light available to us. You know, also every time I died I had to create a character from scratch, and I had to run to the boss fight through several enemies, and if you do it once you don't think twice about it, but if you had to do it dozens of times, it really starts to grind your gears. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be including that section if we talk about how the boss fight is, but this is kind of connected, you know, it being just, it's, you know, it's like evaluating the run back to the boss. For this one it's not good. But I would say the most annoying thing though is the combination of the insanely high HP that the boss has, and it being able to almost one-shot you. If you panic or get greedy, even for a moment, it's most likely over. All in all, the fight's decent, but it's definitely not my favorite. I don't believe I dislike it for the reasons I've listed, because I had to alter my playstyle. I don't think that's it. In our regular playthrough, we were kind of running a tank, and we were basically trading with the bosses, wearing heavy armor, using flasks. You cannot do that here, but I believe I disliked it a little bit is due to the fact that this feels like a bullet sponge type of a situation. It took me over 7 minutes to take the bastard down. He has kind of a limited moveset, and the arena is, you know, awkward. I do count the fight some slack though, because it is just a bonus for someone like me who has completed the entire playthrough and now just looks for more content to engage with. Yeah, that's basically is going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. If you somehow stumbled upon this video and this is your first time on the channel, I have a complete blind playthrough of Salt and Sanctuary in here that you can check out. The link to the playlist will be in the description and somewhere on the screen at the end. Yeah, so once again, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, but only if you feel like it. It is always greatly appreciated though, and see you in the very next one. Bye bye.